And a student files a claim against San Jose State University why he says the school failed to protect him from racial abuse.
The Eyewitness News 7 at 11 on KBAK starts now.
Witnesses in the David Silva in custody death case filing lawsuits against Kern County. Silva died last May while in custody of Kern County Sheriff's deputies. Tonight, attorney Daniel Rodriguez says 5 plaintiffs filed lawsuits. The suit claims deputies unlawfully detained the plaintiffs and improperly seized their personal property. The witnesses used their cell phones to record what they say was the beating of Silva. A coroner's report showed that Silva died of heart disease. A San Jose State University student has filed a $5 million claim against the school over racial hazing. The student's attorney says SJSU officials failed to protect the African-American teen from racist pranks and slurs from his white dorm mates. A student from Bakersfield, Logan Beechler, is among 2 others charged with a misdemeanor hate crime and battery. Authorities said the 3 harassed the student by displaying Nazi imagery and a Confederate flag in their dorm and attempting to hang a U-shaped bicycle lock around his neck. A local high school teacher shoots and kills an intruder following a break-in at his East Bakersfield home. Police say the suspect broke into the home early this morning armed with a breaker bar, prompting the teacher to take action in self-defense.
It's kind of crazy, if you ask me. I mean, this is a pretty nice neighborhood. We don't have anything like that going on here.
Eyewitness News reporter Jose Gaspar describes more about what happened later in our newscast. High levels of toxic gas found in evacuated Arvin homes and an independent air quality sample. 8 homes evacuated last Tuesday after public health officials determined a gas pipeline leak in the area. The company responsible for the leak, Petro Capital Resources, says the gas line has been flushed and taken out of service. We'll have much more on the new developments later in the newscast. A Bakersfield woman arrested in a meth bust has all charges dismissed in the case. The dismissals for Karina Lopez fell under a plea deal with her partner, Ramberto Perez, who faces 4 years in prison when sentenced next month. The couple arrested in February after detectives seized more than 2 pounds of blue methamphetamine and marijuana at a home in East Bakersfield. A former Bakersfield police officer convicted of possessing child pornography sentenced to 3 months in prison for violating parole. Authorities say 42-year-old Christopher Bowersox broke parole twice after he admitted to viewing adult pornography on the internet. In 2010, Bowersox sentenced to 4 years in prison, 10 years probation for possessing and distributing child pornography. Bowersox will be required to register as a sex offender. A woman has died after a car crash in Lamont today. Sheriff saying 48-year-old San Juana Coronado was a passenger in a car that was hit at Edison and DiGiorgio roads just after 3 this afternoon. The Arvin resident was taken to a hospital where she died from her injuries. Unclear what caused the accident. No arrest made. New satellite information has officials convinced now that the missing Malaysia airline jet crashed into the Indian Ocean. In a Beijing briefing, the Malaysian Prime Minister confirming the worst fears of family and friends of the 239 passengers aboard Flight 370. Many relatives now heading to Australia, where the search and recovery effort is intensifying.
I just want to see some debris off the aircraft and the black box to know what exactly happened, because there are too many unanswered questions.
The waters are more than 10,000 feet deep, 5,000 miles from where the plane was supposed to land. A man struck a teen on a horse while speeding away from police in Houston over the weekend. Authorities say the suspect took off during a traffic stop and rammed into the 17-year-old boy riding the horse down the street. The teen taken to the hospital expected to be okay, but the horse suffered a broken neck and leg and was put down. The suspect now faces charges including evading arrest, failure to stop, and tampering with evidence. Rescue teams were searching the wreckage of a massive landslide that is in Washington State. 14 people dead, 7 others hurt after a wall of mud slammed into homes Saturday. Authorities say more than 100 people are still missing.
We've got our technical rescue teams they've got electronic equipment that they can use to probe the ground if necessary, and we're going to be working very, very hard out there.
Authorities say heavy rainfall over the past month saturated the ground to the point where it just gave way. A Los Angeles judge denying bond today for former NFL star Darren Sharper. The judge also denying requests that Sharper be placed under house arrest. Sharper accused of raping several women in 5 states, but has only been charged in Arizona and California so far. The 38-year-old in jail for nearly a month after surrendering to authorities. Sharper's attorneys say any sex was consensual. An Oklahoma man arrested after allegedly going on a violent rampage, killing his grandson. Neighbors say Lochner Caldwell was naked, delusional as he ran from house to house in Oklahoma City. Investigators say they found Caldwell's 15-year-old grandson shot dead in a bedroom. Relatives say something must have set the suspect off.
When I called and he did not know who I was, I knew something was wrong. And that's when I called the other two other cousins and was like, something is wrong. He has gone crazy. And when I said it, it wasn't a joke.
Detectives interviewing more of Caldwell's family members to piece together what happened. 3 New York City daredevils accused of base jumping off the World Trade Center turned themselves into authorities today. Police say the 3 parachuted from the tower in the early morning hours back on September 30th. They say an accomplice who acted as a lookout also turned himself in. Defense attorneys say the men are experienced base jumpers who planned the stunt for the middle of the night to minimize danger to anyone on the street. Anthony?
Well, weather-wise, it's been a gorgeous couple of days for us. It continued today and tonight. We're cooling down just a bit for us. 68 degrees right now there at Meadows Field. The winds out of the east-southeast at 6 miles an hour there. Give me a look at what's going on across the area. There's a satellite radar picture showing rain showers in extreme parts of northern California, but across the area, Sky Witness Network shows that we are clear and dry and temperatures cooling off there. Not too frigid, only in the comfortable range there, both for the mountains and valley floor. Wind advisory in effect there for tomorrow. We'll see it for the mountains and also the Kern Desert region there. Gusts up to 50 to 55 miles an hour there for us. And after that's over, then we'll see the valley rain and also some high elevation snow moving right into our area. For tomorrow, it stays dry during the daytime, though, 68 degrees on the valley floor and temperatures there in the 40s early in the mountains. Kurt?
Thanks, Anthony. Play of the day, second round of the NIT tournament in Berkeley, Arkansas, taking on Cal, the Razorbacks. Fred Gully goes baseline and slams it hard over the Cal defender for the amazing N1. Take a look, another look as the small point guard posterizes the defender by nearly jumping over him for the jam. Cal would get the last laugh, never threatened, winning easily 56-43. Greg with more sports later. One person dead following a confrontation in an East Bakersfield home. How neighbors are now left puzzled over what happened. And the issue of government spending taking the spotlight tonight. What some of you had to say over where money is going.